welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thank you so much for being here today. We're excited to have Dr. Jack Dale from the Fairfax County Public Schools joining us today. As superintendent, you've got a lot on your plate. I know that you just got some great achievement data.
Yes.
How did Fairfax County do?
We continued, actually what's interesting, I put in the context, Virginia is one of the top states in the nation for not only improving achievement, but also closing the gaps between kids who typically do well and kids who don't typically do as well. Typically it's African American, Hispanic children, and in poverty. And we're closing the gap as a state, and then of course Fairfax is probably leading the state in that effort. So we've got some really good data that way. We continue to see this tremendous increase in our kids taking advanced placement international baccalaureate courses, which translates over into this challenge index that gets published annually. And so our schools remain in the top 3–4% in the nation, which is just a phenomenal set of results.
Wow. And I know that you're getting ready for back to school.
Right.
And what are the student projections looking like?
Well, it's interesting in our, well, not, we can talk about budget too, our enrollment population, or our student enrollment, continues to go up. We're expecting close to 170,000 kids this fall. We have 7 of our elementary schools are on what we call a modified calendar. They actually started in the first week of August. So we have some schools just now starting. We have a huge leadership conference that we kick off the year with. So this is our kind of our build up to the starting of another great school year.
Great, and you mentioned the budget. I mean, the budget has got to have a major impact on everything that you're doing. Have you had to lay teachers off, or how?
Yeah, we ended up this past year, in preparation for this school year, had to cut about $150 million out of our budget, and with that, we probably gave notices to about 200 people having to lay them off. I think all but about 30 or 40 we've been able to rehire. No layoffs were given to teachers or principals and the kind of certificated individuals, but we had to lay off custodians, instructional assistants, classified help, secretaries, etc. But we've been able to hire quite a few of them back. One of the interesting things is that, not surprisingly, the rate at which people are retiring now has declined. Because the economy throughout the nation, I think there are fewer people thinking I can retire. They're saying I can't retire. So then that affects our ability to hire back some of these individuals. Now the bad news is in another couple of months we're going to start planning for the following fiscal year, which is the following school year, and our initial projections are we're going to have to cut another $150 million out of our budget again. So and it's going to hurt. So that one will be a tough one to go through this next 6 months.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the new initiatives that you're looking at this school year?
Well, we're trying to focus on really 2 areas. One is, in our schools, we're trying to create what we call professional learning communities, which is adults working with other adults to diagnose and find the best interventions for kids who aren't achieving at the levels we want. High expectations for all of our kids, and diagnose why if they aren't making it there. The second area is to focus with our teachers on what we call the instructional and best instructional practices possible from our research across the nation and even the world, trying to make sure that all of our teachers have that repertoire of skills in their classroom so that we can have best instruction and then the best achievement possible for all of our kids.
That's great. And so parents are prepared. They could probably go to your website and get a lot of great information.
Absolutely. Website's always there. We've should alert people we have got some changes in school starting and ending time, so that people should go onto their school website to make sure that they've got that coordinated. They've got a couple weeks. Unless you're in the modified calendar, you better do it right away, because then we'll start picking up kids and delivering them.
Great. Well, we wish you a wonderful back to school year.
Thanks very much.
And thank you for joining us, Jack Dale. Thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Have a great day.